Joining us is USDA Deputy Secretary Steve Censky. I want to start off first talking about disaster assistance because we did get $3 billion approved in the disaster bill. How will prevented plant acres be treated under that?
Thankfully, Congress did make prevented plant acres eligible as in a covered disaster, and so Congress passed that a few weeks ago. We're in the process right now of getting a handle on how that $3 billion will be distributed, and then getting the total for prevented plant on what are the total number of acres that were prevented from planting, so then we can make that determination of how much we have to work with in order to top up those the coverage levels, take it up from 55% up to some other number, whether it's 3% higher, 5% higher, 7% higher. I think depends on just kind of what we get back in terms of the acres that were, total number of acres that were prevented from planting.
And how soon till we start seeing some of these county rates be announced in terms of the MFP payment?
We will be posting those county rates for the MFP payment programs in the next few weeks. We're anticipating that we'll be begin making payments coming up in early August.
And trade has been so front and center for the last year. China talks sound like they're resuming. And what are you guys hoping in terms of the timetable now going forward?
Well, we're certainly hoping that China will, in this period while we continue negotiations, will, as a good faith measure, and this is certainly what President Trump expects and has set those expectations with the Chinese as well, that they will come back into the market and be making purchases of a host of different commodities. Certainly, we've been encouraging from USDA to the White House, to the President and everyone else, if the Chinese are serious about this and they come to the table in a credible way, then we should be willing to make a deal.
Thanks so much for joining us. It's always great to see you. Steve Censky, USDA Deputy Secretary.